Please carry on right to the section. Please be seated. The Vice Chancellor, Professor Olusegun, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Professor Akinwande, the University Librarian, Mrs. Faustina Adeshola Oyeshiko, members of the University Governing Council, Visiting Vice Chancellor, former principal officers of the University President, the Provost, Deans of Colleges and Schools Affairs, Your Royal Highness, members of the University Senate, Director of Central Institutes, Chairs of Teaching and Non-Teaching Departments, my Lord, racial and temporal, family of the Inaugural Lecture Center, distinguished students, ladies and gentlemen. Today, the university is having the 21st Inaugural Lecture titled Ruminants, the Hidden Gifts of Nature, to be delivered by Professor Victor Olusegun, Professor of Ruminant Nutrition in the College of Vocational and Technology Education context. Today's event, ladies and gentlemen, an occasion of significance in the academic career of Professor Akinwande. May I have the honor to invite the Vice Chancellor to declare the ceremony in public. Vice Chancellor.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, by the power conferred on me by the Governing Council and Senate of this great university, I declare this 21st Inaugural Lecture Ceremony open. I wish you happiness. Thank you.
Mr. Vice Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, and I invite our Inaugural Lecture presenter, Professor Victor Olusegun, to this right and remain standing for the presentation of the citation.
Professor Victor Olusegun was born on March 1954 in Ondo State into an Anglican family of Chief and Madam Akinwande, number one, Lord of Street in the His father was a railway worker who rose to be a station master with the then Nigerian Railway Corporation, retired and student 35 years of meritorious service. There are who found Professor Olusegun his mother, well grown in the northern part of Nigeria, his parents are and may their souls rest in perfect peace. Professor Olusegun Akinwande is the telephone of his mother of 5 million and 1 shilling. He is blessed with 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl. He is highly appreciated by his children. Professor Olusegun Akinwande started his primary education at St. Andrew's Anglican Primary School, Olusegun, from 1960 to 1965. He was at Olusegun Anglican Grammar School, Olusegun, from 1967 to 1971. He later went into the same school for the higher school certificate program. In 1973, he gained admission to the prestigious University of Nigeria, Amsterdam, to read animal science. He earned a Bachelor of Science honors degree in animal science in 1978. For his National Youth Service Corps, NYC, he was posted to Harvard between 1978 to 1979. He had his primary assignment at the River State College of Science and Technology, now River State University of Science and Technology. In 1982, he went to the University of Ibadan for his Master of Science program, which he had in 1983. He also went back to the University of Ibadan in the year 1992 to 1993 for his postgraduate diploma in education. In his quest for further education, he sought a readmission to the University of Ibadan in the year 2001 for a PhD degree, of which he had in 2011, all to the glory of God. Professor Olusegun Akinwande was employed into the teaching service of Ondo State Central School Board in 1979 and was posted as a class teacher to teach agricultural science at the Southern Girls School for. He also had a part-time teaching job at the then Ondo State Polytechnic for, but now Group was Polytechnic for. In July 1980, he sought employment into the Ondo State Civil Service Commission at Korea and was employed as agricultural officer in the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development. This became the career and mobility till the year 1984. In the latter part of 1984, he decided to change job back to the teaching profession, and on November 11, 1984, he was given a teaching appointment as lecturer to the then State College of Education. From there, he climbed up the ladder to the post of senior agricultural science when the College of Education transferred into a university in the year 2005. He joined as a pioneer staff, likewise as a senior lecturer. Therefore, Professor Olusegun academic career through scholarly publications. He has over 70 publications of peer-reviewed academic journal articles, edited academic books, and articles in conference proceedings. Involvement in college education and university administration. Professor Olusegun Akinwande served in the College of Education Ijagun as follows: acting head of Department, Agricultural Education Department, 1996. Substantive head of Department, Agricultural Education Department, 2000 to 2002.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I invite Professor Olusegun Akinwande to deliver his inaugural lecture. I wish you a please.
The Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Bossa, University Librarian, Provost of the Postgraduate College, Dean of College of Vocational and Technology Education, Deans of Water Colleges, Directors, Academics and Non-Academics, Heads of Departments and Units, Professors and other members of Senate, academic and non-academic staff, my Lord, spiritual and temporal, distinguished invited guests, family members, and gentlemen of the ladies and gentlemen, great task students, great task students, great task students. Preamble. It is with great humility and privilege that I stand before this august audience to present the 21st inaugural lecture of the National University of Education in Japan. It is the third from the Department of Agricultural Science and also the third from the College of Vocational and Technology Education. I welcome everyone to this unique occasion and I wish you a pleasurable speaker. I feel extremely excited, highly honored, and unreservedly grateful to the Almighty God today for the privilege accorded me to stand before this solemn assembly to deliver the inaugural lecture. This inaugural lecture is a lifetime. Based on by I pray your indulgence to digress momentarily about my humble beginning. If not for providence, perhaps I may not be standing before this gathering as a professor and an expert in the area of ruminant nutrition. During my secondary school days, my life trajectory was veered towards reading and studying geography. In my set of class, 1970, over 70 candidates were in geography. Releasing the results, I had A1. No other candidate had an A or even a credit grade. Funny enough, when it was time to go to the university, it never occurred to me that I should make geography a choice. I went for animal science in the Faculty of Agricultural Science. There were no counselors in secondary schools in those days. Here I am today, facing this audience as a professor of ruminant nutrition. I thank God. Ladies and gentlemen, the title of my lecture is Ruminants, the hidden gift of nature. The choice of this title is to showcase my academic involvement in ruminant science within the last 22 years in the bias in ruminant nutrition. My contributions in this respect may be grouped as follows: ruminant nutrition production and management, forage production and utilization by cattle, sheep, and goats, forage conservation of fish, nutritive evaluation of feed resources, in vivo evaluation of feedstuffs, in vitro evaluation of feedstuffs, animal welfare analytics, value addition to feedstuffs using solid state fermentation method, and nutritional factors of secondary metabolites in feeds and nutrition. Introduction. It is important to start this lecture by exposing my audience to three simple definitions, those simple, but to be very ambiguous. These are farm animals, types of farm animals, classification of farm animals. What are farm animals? Farm animals are essentially those animals that have been domesticated for production and for other benefits of mankind. Types of farm animals, they are three. One, avian species. The avian species comprise of domesticated birds, which are there for economic purposes such as is in the first begins it is they are oviparous, that is, they reproduce by laying eggs. The second class of farm animals, aquatic species. This consists of animals living and reproducing in salty and freshwater ponds, like fishes, snails, crabs, shrimps, lobsters, etc. And the third class, we have mammalian species. These comprise of animals endowed with mammary glands. They possess hairs in their body. They are homoetant. They include cattle, sheep, goats, pigs, rabbits, etc. They are viviparous. Viviparous meaning that the young one looks exactly like the final animal, the mother animal. Figure 1, you can see diagrams of farm animals as stated here. Now, classification of farm animals. There are many approaches to farm animal classification. It depends on the view of whosoever is involved. Animal groups may be classified according to use, habitat, size, nutrition, or reproduction. On this note, I wish to adopt the classification proposed by Baba in 2003. They opine that classification is based on the digestive system of the animal. First, the monogastric class animal with simple stomach or just one stomach compartment. Examples poultry, fish, and including man. Second, the solo ruminant. With this solo ruminant, they may just be 3 stomach compartments. They are looking exactly like the monogastric. Some of them may have 3 stomach compartments, but definitely they are not ruminants. Then, the third class, these are the ruminant animals of the food. These ruminants, they are ungulates with complex stomach, which are connected to 4 chambers compartments, which are rumen, judging by the title of this inaugural lecture, only the ruminants will be approved. Then, what are considered points about the ruminants? What are ruminants? The word ruminant came from the Latin word ruminare, which means to swoop over again. All ruminants are animals, but it is not all animals that are ruminants. Ruminants are special animals among them. Ruminants are food, herbivorous grazing, or browsing mammals that can acquire nutrients from plant-based feeds by fermenting these in specialized stomach or rumen through microbial action. The process takes place in the frontal part of the digestive system and therefore is called foregut fermentation. Ruminants have ability to eat, feed, swallow feed, and then bring back the swallowed feed to be remasticated. The process of remastication is known as chewing the cud. During rumination, the animals are fine and quiet and slowly moving the jaws. There are roughly 200 species of ruminants. Ruminants mammals include both domesticated and wild ruminants. The domesticated ruminants include cattle, sheep, goats, buffaloes, pigeons. The wild ruminants include giraffes, deer, gazelles, and antelopes. Figure 2 shows you the various types of ruminants, both the wild and also the domesticated ones. Now, the ruminants. Note that there are monogastric herbivores such as horses, hares, guinea pigs, rabbits, which are not actually ruminants. They have simple shape and stomach. These are called high-blood fermenters, and the digestive noodles in the cecum, which is particularly enlarged for this purpose. This number, I bring your audience to allow me to take my distinguished audience through these peculiar physiological features of ruminants, because I believe not doing so much to further the understanding of this, the digestive of the ruminant. As mentioned earlier, it may be interesting to know that the primary difference between a ruminant and a non-ruminant is that the ruminant stomach has 4 compartments or chambers: abdomen, reticulum, muscle, and muscle. We can see figures 3 and 4. Let's concentrate on figure 4. We can see the various compartments of the ruminant animal the rumen, the reticulum, the omasum, and apomasum. Now, these four compartments, they are the peculiar features of any ruminant animal. If perchance you go to the market, or you go to Google, and you say you want to buy shark, immediately you mention shark, you are already focusing into the field of ruminant, which is the rumen, reticulum, omasum, and apomasum. All those four, they are the sharky aspect. The first one, which is the rumen, is called shark. The second one, which is the reticulum, is called shark. And the third one, which is the omasum, is called shark. And this Shakyonigawe is the one that maybe if you are opening the pages of the newspaper, that is exactly how it also looks like. And the fourth compartment is now the abomasum, which is otherwise called abodi. Now, the rumen, the nitty-gritty of the rumen. The rumen is about 80% of people's stomach. It is very capacious. For that, the mature factory goes about 200 liters of content of their day. Rumen is the fermentation bar or tool of the ruminant. It is a specialized type for microbial activity. In a ruminant, fermentation is crucial for digestion because it breaks complex carbohydrates, cellulose and hemicellulose. This enables the animal to use nutrients related from them. The rumen has a lot of microbes. These microbes function best in warm, moist, and keep in a warm, moist, and anaerobic environment with a temperature range of about 30 to the Celsius, and a pH between 6 to 6.4. Without microbes, ruminants will not be able to use nutrients from foreign. Feed taken by ruminants is mixed with saliva and later separated in the air of solids and liquid material. The solid clump together to form the cord or bolus. The cord is then regurgitated and chewed separately. It mixes with saliva and breaks down to small particle size. Small particle size allows for ruminant for nutrient absorption. The rumen absorbs most of the volatile fatty acids from fermentation and other digestive products. Many papillae line the rumen, which increase rumen surface area for the reticulum. The reticulum forms about 5% of the stomach. The rumen and reticulum have similar tube layers that makes it difficult for their visual separation. Also, regarding the function, there is no known function carried out by the reticulum. However, it is believed that it renders assistance to the rumen. Both rumen and reticulum are generally referred to as reticulolumen. Note the graded digester. Now in the reticulolumen, we later pass into the next chamber, the omasum. It is the portion of the stomach that looks like cow, already mentioned. The omasum. The omasum forms about 7% of the stomach. It controls what passes to the next stomach chamber. Omasum also absorbs volatile fatty acids after which the digester moves to the true stomach. It is called many flies. It is the portion of the stomach that looks like pages of a book. Absorption and the absorption of water takes place in this compartment, the abomasum. The abomasum forms about 8% of the total stomach. This is the only glandular section of the stomach of the ruminant. It is the gastric compartment. The abomasum is the direct equivalent of the gastric stomach. Digester is digested here in more detail. The compartment releases acids and enzymes that further digest the nutrients. That further digest the material. Most of the microbes produced in the rumen eventually move to the abomasum and they are digested in the liquid embedded in them. Digester is finally moved into the stomach, where further digestion and absorption of nutrients occur. And my distinguishing, in my opinion, it is worthwhile to emphasize that the rumen is a major organ and hence a site of veritable activities in the rumen. It is akin to a factory where foreign going from time to time as raw materials, right inside, quantum of metabolic activities ensues, and in return, end products of activities are shown out consequent to microbes in the rumen. The rumen microbes biology. The rumen is home to 4 groups of microorganisms, namely bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and yeast. These organisms are in symbiotic relationship with the host animal. Since the environment inside the rumen is anaerobic, most of these organisms are obligate or facultative anaerobes. They exist and operate in low oxygen tension environment. The best way to go on this lecture is to obviously include the bacteria. Different bacteria species inhabit the rumen, and they are mainly involved in fiber degradation. These fibers are cellulose, semicellulose, and pectin. And these 3 components are cross-functional complex carbohydrates. Starch and protein are handled by the bacteria. The hydrolysis of the cellulose results in acetic, propionic, butyric, lactic, carbon dioxide, and methane. Bacteria are the most abundant of all rumen microorganisms. It can be estimated that 1 ml of rumen contains 10 to 15 billion bacteria. As bacteria conduct fermentation in the rumen, they consume part of the carbon, phosphorus, and nitrogen that the ruminants ingest to build up their own microbial profile. However, these nutrients are reclaimed in their chromosome. When the host animal digests all the bacteria, moving them from the rumen, the fungi. Anaerobic fungi are found. Anaerobic fungi, not found elsewhere, also inhabit rumen. They play major roles in the cellulosic component of feed. Compared to bacterial population in human, fungi constitute only about 20% of human microbial biomass, though considered efficient fiber degradation. These fungi have cellulosic activities and they play major roles in degradation of cellulose in forages. They do this efficiently due to the possession of wide phylogenetic enzymes involving cellulosis, hemicellulose, proteases, and aminoacids. The protozoa. Rumen protozoa are present in much smaller numbers than bacteria. For being larger, they may be equal to the latter in total mass. In adult animals, most of the protozoa are ciliates. They engulf bacteria, feed particles, and digest carbohydrates. Proteins are fat. Rumen protozoa produce fermentation products similar to those of bacteria, particularly acetic, butyric, and hydrogen. Protozoa are easily killed by a low rumen pH and are generally absent from animals, red light, which promote a low pH, or concentrate diets, which are fermented rapidly, coming to my distinguished audience. To give a short overview of the volatile fatty acids, short-chain fatty acids. The diet of ruminants contains considerable quantity of cellulose, starch, and water, soluble carbohydrates. All the carbohydrates were not liquid and attacked by rumen microorganisms. The main end product of metabolism of carbohydrate by rumen microorganisms is volatile fatty acids, short-chain fatty acids. The predominant volatile fatty acids in the rumen are propionic, butyric, and butyric acid with isobutyric, isovaleric, valeric, and other acids, generally present in small amounts. The rate and extent to which these acids are produced is irreversible of microbial activities in the liver. The total concentration of volatile fatty acids in human recovery is according to the time that has elapsed since the previous meal. The relative proportion of the acids also vary. Immediately after a meal in rumen, there is a rapid rate of gas production. Typical composition of rumen gas is carbon dioxide 40%, methane 30 to 40%, hydrogen 5%, together with a small proportion of oxygen, nitrogen from injected air. Whenever there is too much and rapid accumulation of these gases, the animal moves to ventilation or eruption. This ventilation or eruption is common in human movement. So similarly, animals, they move just like the animal being. All eruption of in animals Now, evaluation. For the fact that the main thrust of my research is in the area of communal nutrition, I have used certain methods of evaluation of feed and forage resources, of which I am eager to share with my audience. Feed evaluation methods are aimed at giving information on feed to meet the nutritional needs of animals. It is needed to assess the nutritional value between feeds. Feed evaluation is important in predicting animal performance with the degree of accuracy. Monogastric animals have less complexity composition, which do not require extensive feed evaluation as it is in ruminants. The main method that have been used for feed evaluation over the world are chemical, digestibility, enzyme. My research efforts have been based on the first. Therefore, I am going to expand on the top, the chemical methods of analysis. The windy and the target analysis system are the commonly used chemical methods. The windy method is otherwise known as the approximate feed evaluation system and was developed by Seneca and Thomas in the 19th century Germany. Since then, feed evaluation has been based on protein consumption, which is determining the volume in a feed sample. The group protein, food fiber, ether extract, ash, nitrogen-free extract, and moisture. For values of these components in a feed sample, one will have insight into the chemical nature of a feed together with its potential nutritional value. This method, however, does not give the true situation of fiber digestibility by rumen. Therefore, Banks and later other workers came up with the target analysis method to better characterize carbohydrate and fiber fraction in feed sample. They came up with terminologies like neutral detergent fiber, acid detergent fiber, and acid detergent liquid. This process was able to show that digestion of feed divides into two components of cell content and cell wall, which differ nutritionally. Cell contents are available nutritionally to animal while the cell part. Major components of neutral detergent fiber are cellulose, semicellulose, and major components of acid detergent fiber are cellulose and lignin. Literature in research finding has since documented that there is high connection between acid detergent fiber and dry matter digestibility, while with neutral detergent fiber there is correlation with dry matter intake. Both are negatively correlated to digestibility and dry matter intake, respectively. An example of the chemical method of investigation is depicted in tables 1 and 2. Here, Akinwande et al. In 2019 evaluated the nutritive value of terminal catapa, otherwise known as Indian almond, the fruit, the husk, and the kernel, as feed supplement for ruminants in Nigeria. From this study, crude protein range from 4.33 to 14.83% in the three different parts of the catapa. The highest, 40.83%, being found in the north. For neutral detergent fiber and acid detergent fiber, ranges from respectively 36.21 to 46.90% and 19.77 to 32.11%. In mineral content, the macro minerals were not significantly different, while the micro minerals were. Judging by the standards of the National Research Council of USA, we therefore concluded that the different parts of Terminalia catapa contains appreciable chemical and mineral content above the recommended level to support maintenance in crude and ruminants. The relevant tables attached, the relevant tables to 1 to 2. Now, digestibility methods of feed evaluation. In feed evaluation techniques, apart from the chemical method, other methods have been developed. These techniques are in vivo, in situ, and in vitro. The in vivo method. In the in vivo technique, this technique involves the use of live animals. They are regularly fed with experimental and often monitored for feed intake, fecundity, growth rate, meat yield, trace weight, etc. Their on-farm manipulation usually involves fecal collection, urine collection, blood collection, etc. for eventual laboratory analysis. As previously stated, the most accurate way to evaluate the nutritional value of this stock is to feed it to the animal class, or to feed it to the class of animals, using feeding trial, which is the standard value of their digestibility. It is for this reason that the bulk of my research efforts follow in vivo procedure, connected with this will be highlighted later in the course of this lecture. Now, the in circle, the in situ, in circle, and the nylon bag. This involves incubating feed samples in rumen of fistulated animals for a long period, usually 120 hours. This is followed by a subsequent determination of the disappearance of different components of feed, like dry matter, organic matter, nitrogen, or any other nutrients. Now, a fistulated cow, I've seen that cow. A fistulated cow, yeah. This is a fistulated cow, and this is one of the ways in which we can evaluate it. Now, this fistulated cow, look at the side of the back, the side of the barrel. An operation has been carried out here by the veterinary surgeon. So that is an operation which is carrying a cannula. A cannula is like a series of tubes which you dip in through the animal. So through this cannula, the cannula has a plug from not the whole thing. So if you need a sample of organ newborn in the laboratory, what you just need to do is to have gloves, sterilize gloves. You give your hand, and your hand goes straight into the head of the animal. So you can take whatever sample you want from here and take it to the laboratory to carry out further analysis. Also, if we have a special bags, nylon bags that are called the nylon bags, if you put your feed sample here, you tie string to those nylon bags, then you pass the nylon bags, the nylon bag, put that string into the animal, then you cover it. Then you leave those feed samples there after some hours. If you wait those samples again, there will have been reduction in weight of the samples, meaning that digestion has already taken place. So that's a very good method of carrying out feed analysis and other things. Unfortunately, I have not been able to use this type of method for any of my research, simply because to have a fistulated animal is not an easy thing. You need a veterinary control. It is a very delicate animal. The animal can die at any time, maybe if not well catered for. And such animal, we have to take special feed material, not just any feed at all. Therefore, it is not easy to cover. But in advanced research stations like IRT, more plantations, there used to be fistulated animals there in all those days. The in vivo method, the in vivo dry matter method and in vitro gas production are used for evaluation of in vitro digestibility. The in vivo dry matter digestibility method. This is otherwise known as the two-stage in vitro digestion technique and was developed by the Dasman Research Institute, in England. It is also known as the Tilly and Terry method. It involves two stages in which forages are subjected to a 48-hour fermentation in a buffer solution containing rumen fluid, followed by another 48 hours of digestion with pectin in acid solution. The first stage of the procedure is microbial digestion of structural carbohydrates, while the second stage is to remove bacterial portion and unchanged feed protein. The relative simplicity and usefulness of data obtained from material theory has made it widely used procedure. However, according to Olusegun in 1993, the method is an endpoint measurement. The technique does not provide information on the kinetics of the product. Also, the residue determination destroys the sample and therefore large number of replicates are needed. Both the Tilly and Terry and nylon bag methods are based on residue determination and may result in overestimation of dry matter for tannin reaction. Reason is tannin becomes soluble in both systems where they indigestion. The in vitro gas production technique. The in vitro gas production technique has been used for long to stimulate ruminant fermentation of porridge. Many researchers have used this technique to evaluate many porridges. Following the fermentation of feed samples, Three gases are produced, namely hydrogen, carbon dioxide, and methane. Sharing from the experience of Professor Babayemi and some other scientists, I have used this method for my research studies. The basic principle of in vitro gas production technique is simple: just to ferment the product under control of previous situation. This involves the volumetric measurement of gas produced in a forfeit and bicarbonate buffered in vitro incubation in a set of calibrated syringes. The fixed samples inside the syringes are incubated at 39 degrees Celsius with a mixture of buffered rumen liquid and mineral for a certain time period like 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours. Then the amount of the total gas produced at incubation per 200 milligram diameter of sample is measured. Recently, due to the increasing interest in greenhouse emission and global warming from anthropocentric activity, there has been a slight modification to allow for measurement. I trade join the audience to highlight just two among others conducted using in vitro gas production technique. Maku and Akinwande in 2012 subjected the morphological part of water hydrogen. He leave is then the root for in vitro gas production. We were able to determine values of metabolizable energy, organic matter like stability, and short-chain fatty acids. These are vital nutritive components of a typical porridge. This paper, when presented at an offshore academic conference in Philadelphia, USA, elicited a lot of academic interest by participating fellow scientists. Also, we assessed the in vitro gas fermentation characteristics and acceptability by Western countries of some dry-resistant browse plants, namely Lucina lupusifera, Ficus bordelli, Ficus pulica, Ficus exasperata, and Lucina sepia. Results reveal metabolizable energy range from 4.1 to 11.00 megajoule per kilogram per matter. Same trend was observed for organic matter like instability, short-chain fatty acid, net gas produced, and methane. This indicates that the grass plants have the nutrients needed by ruminants. All these papers and many more will show that the in vitro gas production is a very good tool for forage evaluation in Nigeria. Mr. Vice Chancellor, the word forage has been cropping up intermittently during the course of this lecture. My audience may not be ignorant of the meaning of the word forage because it can be found in any standard dictionary of English. But to an agriculturist, it is more or less a technical word. Therefore, I will attempt to briefly deal with the word forage. Forage. A forage is a plant material, mainly plant leaves and stems, eaten by livestock. It is the edible portion of plant, like the leaves, stems, branches, or even the flower. The seedling plant candy, after the harvest of the grain, the remaining plant grass will fall under forage. It is the vegetative fresh of the plant. Forage crops include legumes, grasses, straw, cultivated and used for silage, hay, pasture, or fodder. For palatability and acceptability, they are usually highly fibrous and therefore more suitable for ruminants. Even though some avian species like they are food trees forage conservation. The dictionary meaning of conservation is the act of preserving, guarding, or protecting, the keeping of a thing in the state of the entire thing. Therefore, forage conservation simply is the technique of preserving surplus produce at one season of the year till another season when there is scarcity. Generally speaking, in the tropical countries of the world, of which Nigeria is part, there are two seasons, the dry and wet season. The exception to the rule is the alpine climate. During the wet season, there is high rainfall. The available plants grow of they are large. They have relatively high level of protein, less fiber, high mineral. All these stimulating excess capability availability of foreign resources. During the first period, this is a reverse scenario. Let me add that during the West, a great deal of feed is wasted. Therefore, it comes to tourism that there should be preservation of surplus forage. Forages may be preserved as hay, silage, or artificially dried product, or standing hay. However, Mr. Vice Chancellor, because of time constraint, I will only limit my short discussion on hay as a form of foreign conservation. Simply put, hay is just cut and dried or used as animal food. A more elaborate definition is hay is just other herbaceous plants that have been cut and dried to be stored for use as animal food, either for large grazing animals raised as livestock such as cattle, goats, and sheep, or for smaller domesticated animals such as rabbits and guinea pigs. Hay is considered a rough food. Forage used for hay should be cut before the plant flower in order to obtain the most nutritious and palatable product. Hay can be made as follows: cut the forage in the field, allow it to dry in the wind, and stack as soon as it is dry. If there is stable availability, the forage can be cut and then stacked on tripods in the field. This allows rapid drying out without spoiling, as it must not go wood. Here, I remember the cliche, which make hay while the sun shines. Please note that the cut front should not be allowed to become unbleached, but should be gathered as soon as it is dry, while it still retains appreciable amount of water. Furthermore, this shade should be prevented from the rain. Silage as a form of foreign conservation, as opposed to hay obtained by drying mechanism. Silage is obtained by fermentation process. Almost any forage can be exiled. To prepare a silage, forage cut from the field is compacted inside the form of container called lime. And here is excluded. This is fermentation. After the packaging of the forage is inside, plant respiration goes up for using the initial oxygen contained in the body from the field. Shortly after, when the silo is filled, bacteria, yeast, molds, and then that are present in the plant, they initiate fermentation process. Following this, acidity of the silage rises, and this prevents further fermentation, and the silage material is preserved from spoiling. This silage quality depends on the product, the stage of maturity and chemical composition of the product, the ratio of soluble carbohydrates to mineral-based content of the crop, the percentage of moisture in the crop, the rapidity and completeness with which air is excluded during filling of the silo, the degree to which the temperature of the forage rises. Forage of almost any quality may be excised. Molasses, honey, crackberries, and other carbohydrates of this solution of fat may be sprinkled on the forage as it is filled inside to assist in the control of fermentation. These are called additives. Succulent forage brought from the field should be wetted under a shade before I plant. Water may be added if the forage is too dry. Forage should be thoroughly compacted and sealed to exclude air as much as possible. Forage must be short using dishes and cutlass to ensure compaction and tolerance in packaging into the silage. Packaging in silage. The anti-nutritional factors. The anti-nutritional factors. Am I distinguished on it? I decided to bring for the issue of anti-nutritional factors in nutritional ruminants in the course of this. This is because they have various physiological in the nutrition of both livestock and humans. What are nutritional factors? In literature, there are as many definitions of anti-nutritional factors as there are research in this area of nutrition. However, permit me to entertain just one. Anti-nutritional factors are substances in feeding that interfere with feed utilization and affect animal health and production performance by by themselves or through metabolic groups. Two, that is second definition, anti-nutritional factors are substances which either by themselves or through their metabolic product interfere with food utilization and affect the health and production of animals, or which act to reduce nutrient intake, digestion, absorption, and utilization, and may produce other adverse effects. Commonly, just the notes another product that contain anti-nutritional factors. Intoxicity due to this consumption is common among farm animals, and the animals present in the forest are daily response. A letter in 1993 supported this and pointed out that anti-nutritional factors are important in farm, used for human foods and animal food. Major anti-nutritional factors include toxic amino acids, saponates, cyanogenetic glycogen, canine protease inhibitors, chlorogenic acids, and amylase inhibitors. A number of methods can be used to reduce toxic effects of anti-nutritional factors. For ladies and gentlemen, notwithstanding the toxic effects of anti-nutritional factors above, there are some benefits. Effects of some of the anti-nutritional factors. In this respect, canine, saponates, and protease inhibitors readily come to mind. Nonetheless, animal welfare. About this animal welfare, many people believe that animals are animal food to be slaughtered, and butchered and be eaten. Many of our people don't realize that animals are supposed to be taken care of, just like normal human beings. Animals, they have their own welfare issue, and they must be well tended, must be taken care of. We must have seen that in some situations, if you go to the animals, you see a lot of things happening here. Animals are not well handled because people just think that they have no right, they are incorrigible, they don't have anything to do. The major purpose is to kill and just console. Now, I want to just bring out some pictures, which in 2017, when we wanted to travel to Ethiopia, two of us, myself and Professor Baku, we did a research with the Olusegun environment just to look into this animal welfare. Here we generated all these pictures that we are going to see. This particular one, animals on the move, meaning that to allow your animals to trek long distances. In the olden days, some animals would trek from Kano to Lagos market, would trek to Ibadan market, to Mina and so on. By so doing, the animals will lose weight, we contact the diseases of the weight, and so on and so forth. Excellent. The next one, you can see, their animals not well because they are putting it to that's related to animals. So, you can be arrested if you are cruel to any animal like that. This one, the animal that is on the ground, having a little sort of issue on the body because of bad management, kicking at previous time. So you can see the skin, you can see that dash there. So microorganisms from fast food and the animal have a lot of disease ailment and so many other things all over the skin, which is supposed to be sensitive to the skin canning industry. The skin will be destroyed. Let's go. Yes. If you look at this animal now, with one leg tight and the throat already flat, this is the most cruel way. An animal is supposed to be stunning. We have the electric corner, and we have the captive boat. That when you strike the back of the head, the animal will become unconscious. So during that time, you can now put your knife. So this is the bad name. Yes. If you look at that, the animal is like that. But the animal is looking at another way. It's not that. This is death before death. It frightens the animal. The animal becomes aggressive. withstand the situation. Okay. This one is almost painful. The blood stain and everything on the ground. So animals should not be handled that way. Okay. My scholarly research activities. Mr. Vice Chancellor, as mentioned earlier in the course of this lecture, my research focuses on following pillars of knowledge already going before. Now, let's say a cursory look at the above. I want to say that I got the privilege to execute my research within the above named area, either singly or jointly, with similar-minded scientists of my generation. My research findings have consequently been published in worthy onshore and offshore journals, presented at learned conferences, and published in defined academic conferences proceeding, traversing at least 3 continents of Africa, Europe, and America. Forage is I wish to state that forage is in one already mentioned. Now, Mr. Vice President, my research journal commences with what I have seen after my PhD research proposal. My PhD research proposal to use palm kernel shell as feedstock for ruminants to fail. This palm kernel shell, I think it's so that was what I chose initially to feed an animal. But eventually, it was, I think along the line, I discovered that I could not do that particular material. So I had to change my job. And that was for the extra 4 years. So what I think what I think is better known as a foliar crassitis. It is an invasive aquatic plant which is known to use on Nigerian waterways. It is one of the world's most terrible invaders, partly because of the rate of growth. With its high rate of proliferation, waterways may easily be clogged, or thereby disturbing the regular flow of water, fishing activities, irrigation, and water transportation in the riverine areas of the state. Water hyacinth is referred to as Olusegun or Webu. That is the riverine area. The diagram which shows water hyacinth or water that shows how water hyacinth looks like. There's another here that shows another one with and so on and so forth. Mr. All these are indicating the nutritional potential of water hyacinth as possible for it. From the in-vivo feeding evaluation study, high intake was accepted by animals, carcass evaluation revealed on dressing, percentage, and whole thing. Also, silence consumed did not affect organ with of experimental animals, suggesting it is safe to feed inside water hyacinth production. High biomass was recorded. The performance high biomass is at about 33 tons of dry matter per hectare was recorded on groundwater. That's water, showing that indicating high availability and possible livestock feed. The performance record of getting to private feeding was quite impressive. All animals of treatment as and had positive natural voluntary feeding the captive conversion ratio will attest to the high quality of diet. The nutritive evaluation of Caminella Cacapa. For some decades now, they have been recorded. The leaves can serve as major sources. This quality is most useful in the dry season when most pasture plants become low in protein, minerals, and vitamins. Which brought about, there is always a chance of feeding the leaves in wood for the leaves. However, there are some grass plants which are underutilized or utilized at all. Caminella Cacapa or Indian almond is one of them. This may probably be due to paucity of information on protection on the Nigerian waterway. Tea cassava is a widely grown shade plant in Nigeria and other high rainfall areas of West Africa. Capable of fruiting twice a year, it is presently an ornamental plant than the field results. From personal observation, the fruit and conspicuously blooms and these are the surroundings of the campus. That's University of Education in Ghana. Most especially in the dry season period. It is for this reason that the study was conceived to assess the fruit, the husk, and the kernel of tea cassava as possible feed supplement the ruminant feed. To assess, to arrive at this objective, this study, and evaluation of the nutritive value, nutritive content, mineral profile, and acceptability of different morphological factors were undertaken in addition. And in vivo gas production evaluation was assessed. Akinwande of 2019, in order to arrive at metabolizable energy, organic matter like yesterday, short-chain fatty acids, and methane of the different parts. Results from this study revealed chemical composition of morphological parts, that is, dry matter and organic matter were very high, and the quality for feeding, both not less than 87.23%. However, the group protein component was highest in the kernel, followed by the complete food, and least in the husk, suggesting that using the food and husk for formulation would require some modification. Nutrient intended by of morphological parts range 55 to 60%. And therefore properly follow to feed into mineral and micro minerals. Relevant tables as attached. Relevant tables as attached. Now, a toast for ruminant and the hidden gift of nature. A toast for ruminants as a hidden gift of nature. Mr. Vice and my distinguished audience, so far we have had a learned facts about the ruminant as a specialized class animals among the domesticated animals. Without any iota of doubt, the class mammalia and some other ruminantia, of which every ruminant belongs, is special. This can only be a gift of nature, and from the Almighty God, the omniscience of every living creation. Mankind should be grateful for every blessing received. Please allow me to pose it a rhetorical question. How would the world have without it? I personally cannot imagine the scenario of planet Earth that is devoid of presence of the ruminants. In that case, the Earth will be without milk, beef, kilishi, dambunama, and other more than 300 products from ruminants. It is obvious that milk not coming from ruminants might invariably lead to high infant mortality. Let me further inform my audience that ruminants have been able to perform their conventional role for mankind because of the specialized physiological and anatomical attributes, which confer on ruminants what we call the ruminant advantage. Because of ruminant advantage, only the ruminants can carry out certain roles out of all other animals created. The monogastrics are unable to perform this set of roles. First is the unique ecology of the rumen that provides a unique set of biological and physiological peculiarities, and therefore advantageous. For these peculiarities, we can only call it ruminants, the hidden gift of nature, which justifies the title of this inaugural lecture. Second, ruminants have the unique ability to assimilate proteins from simple non-protein nitrogen. All ruminants can utilize non-protein nitrogen like urea, diurea, amide, hydrazine from ammonium salts of organic and inorganic salts. Non-ruminants cannot do this, hence the ruminants is a gift of nature. Third, ruminants have the ability to synthesize naturally all minerals except vitamins A and D. This makes all ruminants to be independent of them all, since all other animal groupings cannot do this. Therefore, ruminants can only be a hidden gift of nature. Furthermore, considering the unique energy metabolism in ruminants, they generally have glucose level, like low glucose level. For example, cattle have 45 to 50 milligrams per 100 ml compared to humans 90 to 90 milligrams to 100 minutes. This is, of course, another unique ability of ruminants over all other animal groups. Therefore, ruminants can only depend on glucose for limited energy. The bulk of their dietary energy is from volatile fatty acids, most of which are derived from cellulosic materials in the rumen. For cellulose is the most abundant carbohydrate in nature, and this is found in the woody structures and fibers of plants. But for ruminants, all these cellulosic materials in nature were being waste for mankind. Therefore, you will agree with me that ruminant is a hidden gift of nature. In a jiffy, my summary in concluding this inaugural lecture, I need to proceed to summarize the whole lecture as follows. Ruminants are wonderful creatures of nature, and they have to produce quality protein in milk, meat, hides, and skin to provide food, cattle, sheep, and goats. And they are the main domesticated ruminants, and they are gifted with rumen, reticulum, muscle, and muscle. These four organs have all three microorganisms: bacteria, fungi, protozoa, in a symbiotic relationship. These organisms confer on ruminants to be the only animal group capable of handling the largest polysaccharide in nature, comprising cellulose, hemicellulose, and lignin, which are naturally present in forages. These symbiotic organisms produce volatile fatty acids, which have major energy source for the ruminants. The scenario leads to the production of milk, meat, hides, and skin, plus other animal byproducts. Consequently, my distinguished audience, ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that ruminants is the wonderful gift that nature has bestowed on mankind. My recommendations. Based on findings in my research work over the years and from well-informed observations, permit me to put forward the following suggestions. One, for the available byproducts in the environment, public awareness should be generated to realize the potential use as well as their economic importance through trade, essential services, and publicity. Two, agro-industrial byproducts like groceries are very common within the beauty areas. These products are very bulky in nature, and so they need preliminary dry before transportation for use. In that case, I wish to suggest that dry facilities be installed in every beauty. This will result in increased demand. Three, now that Nigeria is graduating to be a rice-producing country, the salvaging of rice byproducts from scattered production sites we have seen through organization of capacity cooperatives. Therefore, there should be a continuous survey of potentially available newer agro-industrial byproducts, as well as intensive continuous research to determine their efficiency and utilization. This will apply particularly to those that are not presently exploited. To this end, government may add to the mandate of specialized research institutions and universities for specific purpose byproduct investigation. Right. Presently, there are 69 research institutes in Nigeria. Only 6 of them have mandate for livestock-related activities. Even out of the 6, there are 3 for veterinary use, while only 3 have livestock research mandates. These 3 are International Livestock Research Institute, IRRI, National Animal Production Research Institute, and Animal Production Research Institute. My observation possesses no fair share for the livestock sector. Consequently, I want to posit that at least that should be split into 2 autonomous research institutes. One for the large ruminant cattle and one for the small ruminant sheep groups. 6. Now, My number 6 recommendation. Now to my highly referred university, the Titulary University of Education, the Jago. Firstly, the present teaching and research firm is just a caricature of the university firm by any standard and nothing to write home about. The research firm, as it is today, cannot be compared with any of the nearby university within Ogun State. Therefore, urge the present management to make it a point of duty to bestow a befitting university firm to the Department of Agricultural Science of the Nigerian University of Education. Secondly, and most importantly, in my own Department of Agricultural Science, there is present a potential laboratory which can never be compared with that of the Department of Biology, Physics, or Chemistry of the same institution. For this reason, any of my research output initiated so far will not be carried out here, but in fact, with laboratories of University of Ibadan, IARC, or plantation. Today, if you approach management for a reversal of party, the regular answer will be opportunity of fund. But for me, it is a matter of priority of setting the issue high up in the university state of preference. It is on this note that this one lifetime opportunity to appeal to management to have a change of heart. Also, that the department now runs the MSc and the PhD program. I want to give to the Almighty God for counting me worthy to be what I am today, for his protection, guidance, and benevolence of me and my family. To him be all the glory and adoration. Next to my parents of blessed memory, Chief Akinwande and Akinwande, Mama, I know you both in depth. Without God and the truth, I know what I am doing. My father sacrificed his life to bequeath sound education to all his children, and he told us that education was his own level. Truly, it is. I wish to appreciate my PhD supervisor, Olani Jacob. All right. Now, I want to appreciate my PhD supervisor. In person, Professor Olani Jacob, together with Samir Guai, Dr. Beatrice, and they talk by me. Both have been wonderful, amazing, and technical. Professor Mameni is not only a mentor to me, but also other professional colleagues. He is a scholar and world-renowned editor to numerous academic journals. To date, he has successfully supervised not less than 27 PhD candidates, and he has produced 6 professors, out of which 2 are from Titulary University. May I appreciate my brother-in-law, Chief Akinwande, Akinwande. You have always been here for me through the thick and thin, very generous support and very available. I will always cherish you throughout my life. However, I wish that my sister, who was your wife, Chief Mrs. Gladys Modupe Uluwa Akinwande, will be here today. My joy will have been very much greater than it is today. But who am I to live? Let me pay tribute to 3 of my elder siblings. First, my elder sister, Mrs. Clara Olatudu Akinwande Akinwande, and second Professor Anjuwon Akinwande in Faraway, USA. And third, Mr. Abayomi Akinwande. All of you are pathfinders to all of us behind. Brother Anjuwon, I still remember and cherish all your efforts on me when you were in lecture in UI, Ibadan. May God be with you and your family. I guess you are listening to this lecture pastorally. Also, I want to express my most sincere gratitude to all my teachers in the primary school, at in the primary school, at UNN and UI. You have all contributed to my academic enrichment. Let me specifically mention 4 of them. Without whose tutelage, I cannot be the quality I wear today. These are Akinwande, who started me in chemistry. Also, an Indian teacher, Mr. John Kurian, who taught me chemistry in upper secondary school and in the HSC. Her husband, Mr. Kurian, who incorporated the bulk of biology science, and also Professor T.A. who taught me agricultural biochemistry at UNN. He was my BSc project supervisor, with whom I had my top academic publication in the high impact journal of animal production research of NAPRO in 1981. I cannot forget all my students, past and present, and most especially my research students. Without you, I would not have been able to accomplish my goal in the academy. I will continue to share this with all. May I appreciate my wonderful friends, who numerous occasions, particularly Professors Wale Kupe, Musheo Ipe, Professor Ayade, Professor Edward Alademeri, Professor Femi Fatade, Professor Ade Peter, Professor Kevin Oyebanjo, Engineer Leke Banjo, Dr. Ayada, Dr. Kuyoshi, Mr. Federer Adeoke, Mr. Dele Lebani, Dr. Kolai, Mr. Lee Passon, Dr. Kayo, and Mrs. Tango. All of you are amazing in my life. To Dr. Kayo, I lack the most appropriate people to describe his generosity and bond to me. We have always been since our second school. God is good. To my immediate constituents in the university, Department of Agricultural Science, Professors Olusegun, Professor Oluwa, our in the department, and father of professors. He has used so many professors, nothing less than 6 professors. So others, Bayo Ayori, James O.S. Banjo, Olake Rotimi O.S., Olani Yoshina, Olushola T. Koto, my honorable agent. Akinwande Olawumi, Omobolade Nursery, Olukoya, Doctors Asan, K. Kasim, Oyeyo S.O. Yebuwa, Adeleke Adeoku, Alaba Akishu, Mr. Sabiodun Mende, Akisina Ayoba, Yanni Banjo, Olivia Akin, I thank you all for the warm interaction and respect accorded me over the years. I cannot but appreciate Dr. Zacchaeus A. Odumosu. I think he's represented here by his daughter. Unfortunately, he cannot be here. She's still here. So, to Dr. Zacchaeus A. Odumosu of the dear provost of College of Education, now Speaker Addition of College of Education. During whose tenure, I first tasted the headship of the department. So, this great university, I want to appreciate all former and present vice chancellors. With their management teams, namely Professor Kayode Obishi, Professor Olusegun Awonisi, Professor Onyemisi Obilade, who appointed me an acting head of the department and associate professor, and also to Professor Akinwande, under whose managerial team I became a full professor. May God bless you. I want to express my gratitude to my research team, Professor Jokemba, Oluwani, Abiola Olatunji, Naderu. Stand up for recognition. Stand up for recognition. Okay. I say thank you for all you have contributed to my academic life. I can never ever forget you. We stay together in laboratory for sleepless nights and travel together for national conferences at Abuja, Umuaran, Owerri, Port Harcourt, etc. I really enjoy your company. You are all amazing, and I thank God for making our way to cross. To my academic brother, Professor O.A. of the Department of Animal Science, University of Ibadan, who has been of great encouragement to me over the years of my sojourn in the University of Ibadan. I appreciate you. We travel together for many academic conferences and slept together in the same room many times. He played a major role in making this inaugural lecture success by proofreading and editing the manuscript. Also, to Professor Banjo of the Creative Arts Department, I I appreciate you, brother. I thank you very much for the bundle of timely information you render. If not for you, I would have been lost. I would have lost my bearing in certain salient areas. So I thank you. So my immediate younger brother, Akinwande, a deputy controller in the Nigerian Customs. So Mr. Minister Akinwande and Jacob Kennedy Akinwande, I appreciate you all. We have tried together over the years. Through the thick and thin, I thank God for sparing our lives. I pray the Almighty God to take care of us. My appreciation of the Lord be complete without a special mention of my nephew, Dr. Akinwande in USA. I want to thank God for his life. He is always there for me in times of critical need. I pray for the mercy of God on you always. I thank God that I have you behind me in the family. Let me appreciate my in-laws first, the Sholari and the Samos. Over the years, you have radiated love, care, and generosity, which I can never forget. I thank you all. Second, to Mr. Abayo Yadilacha. Unfortunately, not here. He has just traveled. So, but his spirit is here with us. So this is an in-law in whom I am well placed. I very much appreciate you, sir. Your mind is full of love, and God bless you. And I also want to seize this opportunity to thank my royal father, the cabinet, my royal father. Thank you very much, and thank you for making it possible for you to be here. You might not know, we sat together. We were together under the table. We did everything together, and it was a very interesting year, which I never forgot in my life. In fact, I play one or two pictures on the well, maybe you people did not do very well. He was there in that picture, he was there too. He's dead. He's dead. Very close confidence. There is nothing I want to do in life. If I go to him, he will render him. And you remember that you know the man of Timba, you still remember. That was my nickname from his mouth when he used to say, man of integrity, man of Timba. I will not say that, but there's a story behind it. Well, the principal, I want to thank you very much. I appreciate it. And to other people, please, you pardon me if I'm not able to single you out. Because of my problem, I use that. So I cannot even see the long distance. But I'm managing. You saw me trying to use my so we have with me. Now, the last two, now to my immediate family, to my children and grandchildren, Olusegun Adelaide, Olariwaju Adelaide, my son-in-law, Babajide Akinwande, Olumide Akinwande, Olusegun Akinwande, Mary Omowola, my grandchildren, Tiara Oluwa Adelaide, and Oluwatobiloba Adelaide, who are my all-in-law that I have on this earth. I cherish and adore you all. You will always remain in my heart. You will always remain in my heart. I also want to add that during my PhD report, when I was preparing silence, and that was why all my children, including my wife, they learned the art of preparing silence. But there's no silence, they cannot prepare. The time we did not sleep throughout the night. My wife, I think that please, don't join us. So she really kind of support of them. You know how to make. So if you are an animal scientist and you don't know how to make shine, you will recruit them. If you like. Now, lastly but not the least, to my wife. She is the own woman of inestimable. I thank you for having listened to me. Despite all the men in this world, and despite all my shortcomings, you have been a friend indeed, my advisor, my confidant, mother of my children, mother of my children, and lady behind the bottle. You are a gift to me from God. I pray graciously in good health. Today. Thank you and God bless. And, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening, and this is my story.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for your time and the wonderful time we spent together for the past 1 hour. I want to commend the inaugural lecturer. Although we are from the same department, I'm equally an animal scientist. And that is why I really understood everything in the lecture. But for those that are not animal scientists, perhaps might have missed 1 or 2 items in the whole lecture. I will try to summarize the lecture in about 2 minutes. Even if you don't know anything about the lecture, and you have not learned anything, I know that today you know that Agodi is what we call Abumas. Yes, and I want to believe that you all know that animals do veg like humans. I'm not man. Yes, then he only mentioned one plant that many of us were used to when we were young. We call that plant normally call it fruit. It is Indian almond, and the botanical name is Terminalia catapa. So I think he has mentioned something about that. But for the benefit of some of us that might have lost some part of the lecture, I will try as much as possible to summarize in just 2 minutes, like I've said. He mentioned that farm animals and animals that have been domesticated for production purposes, and they are of benefit to mankind in terms of income, prestige, sports, labor, etc. These farm animals belong to 3 classes, namely avian species, aquatic species, and mammalian species, of which ruminants belong. They have certain characteristics in common, which separate them from other animals. They are polygastric with 4 digestive organs. We used to sing about all this lumen reticulum, apomasum. It is that apomasum that we call the body. The 4 digestive organs of the ruminants have 3 microorganisms called fungi, bacteria, and protozoa. These organisms confer on ruminants the ability to digest a large polysaccharides in nature, comprising of cellulose, celluloses, and lignin. Ruminant feeds forages which can be evaluated by chemical digestive or enzymatic methods. The digestibility method takes the forms of in vivo, in situ, or in vitro. Each method has its advantages and disadvantages. In ruminants, the three aforementioned symbiotic microorganisms of bacteria, fungi, and protozoa produce mainly three volatile fatty acids of acetate, propanoate, and butyrate. These fatty acids serve as a major source of energy, which eventually results in milk, meat, eggs, and skins, plus byproducts. Because ruminants are capable of performing certain tasks which other group of animals can carry out, they are amazing. Therefore, they are gifts of nature to humankind. Thank you very much for your rapt attention. On this note, I want to celebrate with the lecturer of today. He is now discharged and acquainted. He has played the keys. Welcome, Akinwande. I congratulate you. You can now sit properly on that chair. Congratulations.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that was an interesting presentation by Professor Akinwande. Once again, we want to welcome you to this panel of learning, particularly University of Education, Ijabu, where in the Ogun State. In case you are coming here for the first time, you must have seen our compact but very beautiful academic environment. This university, the first university of education in Nigeria, second in Africa, and the eighth in the entire world. We are very glad to have you in our midst, and we thank you for coming. Please permit me to quickly mention these few individuals for recognition. I have a long list, but let me follow the protocol established by celebrants. I have here the Kábíyèsí, Ilese of Ilese, Ọba Olúrẹ̀mí Owólabí Ọ̀páyọmí. Kábíyèsí, you are welcome. Kábíyèsí, thank you very much. The man who nicknamed Professor Akinwande, man of integrity, caliber, Timberland, caliber. Thank you. We have here Professor Alani from Unilag. Is he here? Okay. Professor Lawrence Adebaju of Olabisi Obasanjo University. Welcome, sir. The Archdeacon and clergy of DDAC, don't know the meaning of that, Reverend Colonel Kunle Odu Fagbo. Are you here? Please, if you are here, please just raise your hand. Thank you. The clergy of All Saints Anglican Church in Eba and congregation, my very own Archdeacon of Ruminants in Eba. That is very Mutunde Okutubo. You're welcome, sir. Very good. 2 October have been part of us here. We're happy to see you once again. You're welcome, Daddy. The principal, Transfer Secondary School, Mrs. Bola Omoyele. All guests from Lagos, members of the Inaugural Anglican Church, Beba, if you are here, please just wave your hand. Thank you, you're welcome. The ambassadors of Christ Society, Akinwande Anglican Church, Beba, thank you. Dr. Zed Udumusu, ably represented by Dr. Okay, Eurojo, President, Association, are you here? Thank you very much. I also cited the pioneer provost of Ulatis College. That's our own Professor Emil Modife. You're welcome. Prof, I can see they didn't give you your own Ankara. You belong to that college. Before you go, Professor Emil will do that. I'm fighting for you, sir. Then I've seen Professor Bulu. You're welcome. Yes, a round of applause for those two retired. You can see they are retired and they are looking beautifully well. We also have here the librarian of Caleb University, Mota. Oh, you're welcome, Danny. Thank you. Venerable J.A. Oh, is it Reverend J.A. Adesuga, Anglican Church, Ijebu. Thank you. Chief Mrs. Temitayo Akinwande from Lagos. Chief and Chief Mrs. Thank you. Mrs. E.O. Ogunshoga, Anglican Church, Ijebu. Mrs. Adiola Odutola, they are here. Thank you. And Mrs. Okutubo. Thank you, Mama. Mrs. Akinwande, CEO. We welcome you. Mr. Ogunowo, GO. Mrs. J. Adejide, Mrs. Oshobi Dolope, and Mrs. Mujirade Abonusi. Thank you. And now to Baba's jewel of inestimable value, Mama. She has not stepped out. Oh, he's here. We will especially welcome you to Taishu University of Education. I want to thank you especially for taking care of our Prof. We also recognize and thank the children, Mrs. Omobola Akinwande, Adela Olufunlayo, Akinwande Babajide, Akinwande Olusegun. You are all welcome. All our professors, members of the Senate, head of department, teaching and not teaching, we appreciate you all. Thank you very much. And of course, I can see Professor Odo, that's the chairman of the Governing Council, the Polytechnic in Inaugural. You're welcome, sir. Still part of us anyway, but we'll have to recognize you as a chairman of the council. That's a great institution. Thank you very much. For this note, I want to invite the Vice Chancellor once again step forward to declare the ceremony closed. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for your rapt attention and for being part of this historical event. On this note, it is my pleasure to declare this inaugural lecture ceremony closed. Thank you very much.
National anthem. Please let us start and remain standing for the profession.